How's it going, guys? Welcome to today's video. Well, my prediction came true and the rain is coming, but fortunately I checked the hay yesterday and it looks like that I can probably get it baled today. But what that means today is that I need to go around and get my tarps, get the baler moved over there, and just get everything ready so that when the weather does move in, we're prepared for it. That's what we're doing today on Farmer Tyler Ranch. Mrs. FTR's in the back seat on baby duty. So today, Maggie's the wife. Because the wife sits in the shotgun seat, that's why. So right now we're driving by what is commonly referred to as the smallest mountain range in the world. I'm not sure if it really is or not, but it is pretty small. We're on our way to Meridian. I have one more part. I need to get a yoke for the driveline on the hammer mill. And then I think we can head back home. All right, right now we're driving through the Sutter bypass, and I just kind of want to show you guys something down here that I've always thought was kind of neat. But there's this old bridge that this used to be the only way, or one of the only ways, to get across the bypass. And it's been abandoned now, and it's kind of interesting because pretty sure it's a rite of passage if you go to Sutter High School that before you graduate you got to come write something on the bridge, because there's all this graffiti, but none of it is gang graffiti. It's just, more like Dari loves Kim, or or I don't know, just kind of stuff like that. But it's kind of neat, kind of a neat piece of history that's still here. Back home now, and after a few phone calls trying to line up who's going to pick up the hay, I think we got it squared away now. So I'm going to gather up a few things and run over and get the baler. Well, we got the shop watchdog here. It's pretty scary stuff. Oh, Nugget. So I thought I'd take a quick minute and show you the baling setup. Tractor's a 2555 John Deere. Got some hours on her, but she's still working fine. The baler is a Heston 4690S, and it has its own engine, and it puts out small bales, but they are 3-twine small bales, so it's bigger than probably what most of you guys are used to looking at. Clearly the baler just got done baling some alfalfa, so it's got some crop residue on it, but that is not going to hurt a bit of what we're doing. But everything here is ready to go, so we'll go out in the field. If everything's ready, we'll get started. Before I get started, I just wanted to take a look at the hay and kind of show you guys what I look at to determine if it's ready to bale. So the first thing is you want to take a sample from a heavy windrow, because the light windrows aren't really going to tell you what you need to know. But what we're looking at on these stems, like here, you got this knuckle here, or we call it a knuckle, I guess it's a node or something. So you want to see when you bend it, does it break or does it just bend? If it breaks, see like that, that's what I was getting ready to say. If it breaks, then you know it's ready to go, like that. And if it bends, then you know it's not quite there yet. Now, to be perfectly honest with you guys, this hay is just on the edge of being ready. It's in a perfect world, I'd probably give it another day or two, but because the rain is coming, it's one of those things where it's just, it's just going to have to be good enough like this. I'd rather bale it up the way it is now than let it get rained on and ruin the whole crop, for sure. So But another thing that I'm doing to kind of combat this is I'm starting to bale at about 1 in the afternoon, which, you know, usually with small bales especially, you want to bale when there's a little bit more moisture in the hay. But I'm going to start baling this on the dry side, so if those nodes or knuckles, whatever you want to call them, are holding a little bit of moisture, the rest of the bale is so dry that it can kind of dissipate, and we should be all right like that. So we're going to fire up this baler and bale a few and see what it looks like. One more thing before I fire up the baler, I just want to take a minute to explain this to you guys, because if I don't, it's just, I think people are going to have some questions. So when I cut and bale this hay, my allergies really act up bad. For some reason, when I feed it, it doesn't seem to bother me, but when I bale it, that's usually probably the worst because I don't have a cab on that tractor. Now, the system that I've come up with to combat this, it actually works pretty well, is I wear a respirator, and then I also wear dirt bike goggles. Now, the respirator obviously keeps my air clean, and the goggles keep all that stuff out of my eyes. So that will enable me to be out here fairly comfortable, and until I get a tractor with a cab, this is the best I got. Ready to go.